Well, all you hunters, listen up. Before you grab your gun for the big opener, it's highly recommended that you get certified in safety first.
Emily Deem joins us live with more. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Pete and Rachel. Good morning, everyone. This is my first time handling a firearm, but don't worry, this is a non-functional firearm that they use out here for the Wisconsin DNR. When it's recreational, the safety warden is here with me now, Jeremy Cords, but during the safety courses, these are used.
Yes.
So I'm taking the certain safety precautions right now. Let's hit the 4 basic rules, one for firearm safety.
Well, you've got the acronym is TAB K. We want to treat every firearm as if it's loaded. We always want to control our muzzle. We want to be aware of our target and what is beyond it. And we always want to keep our finger off the trigger until we're ready to shoot.
And when people are they're walking through the woods, what's the main thing? If someone tripped or something, they instantly want to grab something.
Right, that's why it's so important to keep that finger off the trigger and outside of the trigger guard of the firearm, because when you're walking through the woods, and let's say you've tripped, the body has a natural instinct just to grab at whatever it has in its hand. So, we have accidents every year where people are walking through the woods and they just stumble for some reason, and it's a natural knee-jerk reaction or thumb or finger reaction to pull that trigger and end up shooting themselves.
Okay, so when people are going through their safety courses to get, certified safety in hunting, there are certain things out here that you can teach them. So I've been learning some stuff this morning too. So if, let's say I'm walking through and there's a fence here, what I'm going to do is put my firearm down.
Yes.
You never want to hold on to it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have the butt first.
Yep.
And then the muzzle. And I do have some gloves here because it's always good to put something underneath the muzzle in case dirt or something, because that could shoot back at you.
Well, you want to make sure the muzzle is always clean. So yeah, if you're eventually, when you start to reload after you cross your fence, and if you do fire the firearm after that, and if it's got an obstructed muzzle, you could have a real issue.
And this is what, so I'm going through now. I'm going through my fence looking
Good
for
job.
everything. Feeling good this morning, trying to figure stuff out. Now you want to pick up your firearm.
Yep.
And it's first muzzle now.
Yep. And then butt.
And then butt.
Good job. And see, what she did really nice here is she controlled the muzzle the entire time, and when she picked it up, you could see clearly that the action was open, and she always kept her finger off of the trigger. That's beautiful. That's what we want to see every time.
And so people, if they take these courses, they're going to be tested on this, right?
Exactly. This is one of the final test outs that we do for our everybody that goes through hunter education. So,
am I going to be tested all this morning, Jeremy?
Later on.
Oh gosh, okay. I'll be sure to learn and to keep sure to handling for safety, because you're right next to me. I don't want to point it straight at you. So there are different ways to handle it too.
Right. Muzzle control is always paramount. These two things, muzzle control and finger off the trigger, those are absolutely the most important things that you can learn and should learn whenever you're handling a firearm.
Okay, some great tips. Thanks a lot, Jeremy. And you can check all that information too on fox11online.com. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Emily, thank you.
Emily.
See ya.